I don't want to start with the word I told you, but I'm going to say I told you. Just a couple days ago, I said YieldMax is working on QDTY, and I gave you the reason why I'm thinking that way. And that was just a thought, it wasn't official. But today is very exciting news because YieldMax actually has just released this brand new ETF. And this is the first place you're going to know this because I think I'm the first one to cover this news. You won't see this any other place. Now, QDTY is going to be one of its kind from YieldMax. 2 weeks ago, they released another ETF of the same type, but that was xdte that tracked the S&P 500. This one is going to track the NASDAQ 100. It's going to have the same similarity like the other ETF from Round Hill, which is QDTE. Now, I'm going to show you the yield that they're going to have. I'm going to show you the price prediction for this. And I'm going to give you more information you need to know about this. And this is based off the other ETF that we already have. We have had this in the market for almost 2 years now. We don't have a yield because it's brand new. And I'm going to give you an update on the yield whenever it comes out. If we go down to performance, there's no performance because the ETF even hasn't started trading yet. But I'm going to show you the chart and the price. If we look at the distribution, this is going to be on a weekly basis. So distribution is going to come on 2 weeks from now. If we look at fund overview, QDTY is an actively managed ETF that utilizes synthetic cover call strategy designed to generate income while also providing exposure to the price return of the index. Index here being NASDAQ 100. QDTY generates income primarily by writing or selling out of the money 0-day to expiry call options on the index. QDTE aims to distribute such an income on a weekly basis. Remember, I told you on the update I made a couple hours ago that this is going to be the 6th ETF from YieldMax that's going to pay a weekly distribution. Right now, YieldMax has 5 ETFs that pay weekly, and this is going to be the 6th, which is important because now you're going to have a lot of options to choose which ETF you want to invest. Investment objective as any other YieldMax ETFs. The fund primary investment objective is to see current income. The fund secondary investment objective is to have appreciation to track the NASDAQ 100. So you're going to have the return of the NASDAQ maybe to the cap because you're not going to perform exactly as NASDAQ, but you are going to receive a distribution at meantime. Now, more fund information. This is going to be YieldMax NASDAQ 100 0-day to expiry cover call strategy ETF. QDTY. Fund inception was today. The way it works is incepted today after market closes, but then the fund official trading day is going to be tomorrow, which is going to be on the 13th. Primary exchange is going to be on the NASDAQ. Expense ratio is 1.01, so it's a pretty aligned to all other YieldMax ETFs. Net asset here says 20. This is a net asset because when it comes out tomorrow, it's going to be 50. Always they have 20, but this ETF is going to start at the price of $50. Share outstanding is 1 because it only tracks one index. Holdings pretty much is going to be synthetic. It's going to have a lot of treasury, but then it's going to have a call option on the NASDAQ, which expires on here it says December 19, 2025, and there's another call option on December 19, 2025. This is a brand new information. It's going to be updated tomorrow. This is just the first time they release this information. It always like that. But tomorrow we're going to know more. Once it start trading, give it about a week. So whenever they pay the first distribution, I'm going to keep you more updated. But the only thing you need to know, holdings is going to track the NASDAQ 100. And it's synthetically, so they are not going to have any holding except the treasury for collateral. Where can you buy this ETF? And as you might know by now, you can buy this ETF from any brokerage house. There's a Schwab, there's a SoFi, Robinhood, E-Trade, Ameritrade, Fidelity, Interactive Broker, Webull, Soga Trade. And for people who live in Canada, you can buy this Questrade, Wealthsimple, and any other major platform that you can buy any stock. You can also buy these ones. Because this is a question someone asked me, how can you buy if you are from Canada? Those are the platform you can buy anywhere in any Canadian platforms. Now, we're going to look at more information. This is on Yahoo Finance. You can see it's 0 because it hasn't started trading, as I've mentioned multiple times. It's going to be starting trading tomorrow, and the price here is going to be $50. YieldMax NASDAQ 100 0-day to expiring of a call strategy ETF. The chart is going to show us how much is going to be, and the intraday it shows the prices here. So if you log on Yahoo Finance or any other platform, you will see the price movements, and we'll see the yields and P ratio and all that good information going to be happening tomorrow. Now, other funds that has similarity is from Round Hill, which is QDTE. The price is 40. This fund has returned only 20% since inception with with dividends. This is a chart here with end of the day is not down, it's up since it was incepted, but provide you are putting all your dividend back, because when it started, I think it was started about $45 or $42, but right now it's at 40, so has lost money in terms of price. But if you take those distribution, you put them back, of course you are up, as you can see here. This is an example of someone who has invested about $10,000 within the period since it started trading. So how much yield this one has? If we go to my calculation here, these are all the distribution they've paid. They pay weekly. On average, this ETF has paid 32 cents per share, and that represents about 39%. So it's pretty good. Income projection, I made a video on QDTE. Based on what we know, YieldMax usually tends to have more yield. And because of that information, we know that the YieldMax QDTY is going to have more distributions and is going to have a bigger yield than this. So 40%, you're looking at about 50%, I would assume, or even more. With QDTE income projection, if you invested only $25,000, you're going to make about $9,700, or about $10,000. If you put $50,000, you're going to make $20,000 a year. But if you take this money and you reinvest all your money, then that income within only a few years, your portfolio is going to turn into $1 million portfolio. So that's going to be a same example as QDTY from YieldMax. And I'm going to show you projection for that ETF once they pay the first distribution or the second distribution. So this is a pretty cool. This ETF is one of the most popular and loved ETFs. What else are we going to learn? I think that's all I have, guys. By the way, check this. This is a video I made a couple days ago. Now, actually, now because it's almost 11, 3 days ago, it shows here QDTY ETF, YieldMax next big move. Here's what I think. That's the video I made a couple days ago. If you don't count tonight, then today YieldMax has just released this information. So this is a pretty important update that you need to know. So if you have any question or if you have any comment about QDTE and are you excited? Are you going to invest in QDTY, or are you going to stick just to Round Hill ETF? So those are the things that I want to know from you guys. Just make sure you leave a comment down there. And if you like this content, as always, smash the like button and don't forget to subscribe, because by subscribing you are supporting me, and we're almost hitting 12,000 subscribers. And not only you're supporting me, but also you are making this information of passive income investing known and help other people. And also, if you know anyone who might be helped by these type of videos, make sure you share with that person. And I'll catch you on the next one that's going to release very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.